Okay, this video we're going to be talking about how to determine the relative maximum and minimum of a relation. A couple of key things maybe you can remember is when we're talking maximum, we're talking the highest point in a certain part of your graph, and minimum, we're talking the lowest point in a certain part of your graph. So if we use the same graph that we had before when we were talking about increasing and decreasing, I'm going to change this to maximum, and I'm going to change this to minimum. Okay, so when we're looking at these and trying to determine whether we have a maximum or minimum, we're really looking at the y values. So we technically would say that we have a maximum at x equals, and then if we look at our graph, when we're looking at our graph, we're talking about the highest point. So this right here would be a relative maximum or a local maximum. Sometimes it's called a local maximum, a local minimum, depending upon what textbooks, but relative maximum and local maximums are interchangeable. This point also would be a relative maximum because it's a high point. When we talk about the low points on our graph, then let's look down here. This continues on, so there's no point there, but this would be a relative minimum. And that's the only relative minimum that we have for this one. So if we're going to come back up here, we can say that we have a relative maximum at x equals -5 and at x equals +4. If they ask us for the ordered pairs, so they could say, what's the ordered pair or the maximum? Then we would have 2 points. We would say both of them. We would say -5, 2, and at 4, 7. And the same thing occurs when we talk about having a minimum. Then we're talking about technically on our graph, where is the local minimum? So we would say we have a maximum at, and that's still again, it's going to be at x equals, and our minimum value we said was down here, so it's at x equals -1. Now, if we go back and we're asked to find again, we're asked to find the minimum, and we want it written as an ordered pair, then we would go ahead and we would write it as the ordered pair -1, -3. Okay, so maximum is how tall and low points, tall points, high points, and low points on your graphs. So if we go back and we look at these graphs that we had, let's see if we can figure out where our relative maximums and our relative minimums are in Desmos. So for the first graph, sorry, my computer's being a little slow. If we look at this one, I only technically have a maximum, and my maximum is at the point 0.125. And I'm going to make sure I'm on the correct one. Yep. So at 0.125, I have a maximum. Now my ordered pair would be the 0.125 and 1.063. That would be my ordered pair. When I look at this one, there is no point that's low. That's a low point on my graph where it turns and starts going back up. So I have none. There is no minimum on this one. Okay. If I look at this one, Let's see what we've got for this one. All right, got a couple points. This looks kind of low. This looks kind of low. That one's going to be high. So at 0.5, I have a maximum, and it's going to be at the point at the ordered pair 0.5 and negative 0.688. Okay. Now my minimums, I have two of them. One is at negative 3.66. And then I have another one at x equals 1.366. Okay. And then my ordered pair for them would be exactly the same. So I would have negative 0.366, comma, negative 1.25 and 1.366, negative 1.25. Okay, so I've got two minimums in that particular graph. If we look at this one to the fifth power, excuse me. All right, I've got a point like there that looks like a maximum. This looks like a minimum. So I have a maximum at 2.02. So my ordered pair would be at 0.02 and 0.201. That's my ordered pair. My minimum, my low value, is at 0.992. And the ordered pair is located at negative 1.074. So I only had one maximum, one minimum, relative maximum, relative minimum. Hopefully you're noticing that when we look at all of these maximums and minimums, those are turning points. So your maximum and minimums are kind of turning points of our graph from what we did before, where we were finding our increasing intervals and our decreasing intervals. When it stopped decreasing and started increasing, that's going to be a minimum. When it stops increasing and starts decreasing, that's going to be one of our maximum points. So if we look at this, I've got a maximum here and here. So at negative 4.0, can't talk. So at negative 0.401, and we have another one at x equals 1.14. Okay, so we have two ordered pairs that we have to write for this one. I'm just putting my x values in because I already know those. And one is at 6.415, and the other one is at 7.073. So those are my relative maximums for this particular point here and here. All right, so if I take those off, let's look at our minimums. There's one there and one there. So I've got a minimum at 0 and at 2.268. Okay. So if we write them as ordered pairs, there's a minimum at 0.6 and a minimum at 2.268 and 3.191. So those are my minimums here and here. Okay. Hopefully this part is not too confusing. So hopefully you understand pretty much about the minimums and maximums.